Alright YouTube, how's it going? I'm back with another video. Today I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. This is the most recent Car Mechanic Simulator that's been released. They haven't made a new one since, so I wish they would. Because this game is sick. I've played a lot on Xbox. I'm a pretty high level there with a lot of money and a lot of progress, but I'm here on PC now. And you know what? This is a good game. Probably one of my favorite games that I've played, that I've actually enjoyed. Just a sit down, relax game. So yeah, let's get right into it. I played a little bit, as you can see here. Just get used to the PC controls and all that jazz. So yeah, let's create a new game. We'll name this one Kyle YouTube, because that is my name. Matter of fact. Enter. And I think we're gonna go on normal. I'm no mechanic or anything, so I'm not, not crazy experienced with vehiculars. Let's do normal. We will deny the tutorial because I know what I'm doing in the game at least. Yeah, let's get right into it. We're probably gonna start with the tutorial portion of the game to begin with, just to get our money up and level up. So yeah, here's our shop. Got a little gas station that we can't use, and we have our mechanic shop right here. You break, we fix auto repair since 2021. Nifty. So yeah, let's jump in. Little tow truck. Little buildings and almost buildings back there. We all know what that's for in the future. This is inside our shop. Obviously, we start with one hoist, one bay. Other equipment and tools over here. Eventually, we can clear out this junk in this bus. Have a second bay. That's gonna be sick. And I believe. Yeah, so we can't go to the junkyard, car auctions, or the barn until level 5, 10, and 15. So ideally we want to make it to level 5 as quickly as we can, then we can get to the junkyard and really start to max out our cash bucks and get into the more fancier parts of the game, at the car auction and in the barn, because they are fun. But for now, I think it's probably the best that we do the tutorial, or the main story missions, or not missions, repair orders. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Okay. Repair with parts of minimum condition. Hi, I was just passing by and I noticed your repair shop. It's good that somebody took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. The condition is rather okay. It would be good to check the oil level and tires. That should be no problem for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be our last meeting. See you. So yeah, let's take on this order and get to work. So what I like to do first is kind of look at the car and see what work it needs. So it looks like brake pads, ×2, a fuel pump, an oil filter. Obviously, if we're going to do an oil change, need an oil filter, round air filter, and 4 tires. And then we also want to do an oil change and essentially top off other fluids. So yeah, let's move this car. Let's get into the bay on the hoist. Let's get started. All right. Whoops. Car status. Brake pads. Yeah, let's start with the easier things first. Let's get to the brake pads. Yeah, let's lift up this car a little bit more. Alrighty. Take these bolts off. Next is the caliper. And then it's the brake pad. Okay. Let's get out of this. Let's buy a couple pads to begin with. Alright. Part mount. Put on the brake pads. Caliper. Screw these back on. Go to the other side. Alright, caliper. Brake pad. Let's go to the mounting. Put on a new brake pad. Get the caliper back on there. Alright. I'm not gonna put the tires on just yet. Alright, so what else? Fuel pump, so it's going to be in the back there. Oil filter. Air filter is going to be just in the hood. Alright. Oil filter. Oil filter right here. Looks good. Let's go to the back here. Let's get the fuel pump. Now let's buy a couple things here. Alright. let's type it. Fuel pump 1 by oil filter. Oh, this car was a V8, so obviously you want the V8 oil filter. Let's get this going. Get it on. Let's go to the back of the vehicular. Mount, fuel pump, the new one looks good. Let's, round air filter to carb. Round air filter to carb. Air filter. Round air filter to carb. There we go. Bye. While we have the car up, it wants 4 new tires. Whoops. Right, got the tires off. Let's lower the car. Actually, you know what? Let's do the tires first. Let's go to our inventory. I don't know if this matters, but let's 215, 75, 15. 215, 75, 15. Right, standard tire, 4 of them. 15. 215.75 was it? I'm just gonna hope it was. Looks good. Bye. Was it 215.75? 15. Yep. Nice. Now we want to go over to the tire changing area. Want to separate parts. Take them. I'm gonna do it again. Last one. Alright, let's install some new ones. There we go. Let's do it again. Now we're going to go over here. And the tire that I just put on, we're going to balance. Alright, let's take that. Let's take that. Install another one. That, balance. There we go. Take that. Install. That's the last one. Balance. There's no others. Nifty. Nothing else to change. Alright, cool. So we may as well put the tires on. And I know it's gonna make people upsetty spaghetti. I'm not doing the cross way. I didn't mean to take that off. I'm not going in a zigzag across formation. Like I'm not doing this one and then this one and this one, this one, this one. Alright? It's a video game. Obviously in real life it matters a little bit. Right now it doesn't. So yeah. That should be all the tires. Nice. So let's get while the car is still in the air, let's drain the oil. Move. Put that back. Nice. Just like this. The air filter is this thing right here. Did I? I didn't put it on. Alright, cool. Just like that. That's a new air filter. Nice. Alright, so now what we're gonna do empty, or we're gonna fill car back up with oil. Now the customer said that this car was rather okay. I see a lot of rust. Just saying. Yeah, that's all good. And then what they wanted, the other fluids. Alright, so here you see we have all the green check marks. We did all the necessary stuff. Got the oil change. Now it's just the brake fluid, power steering. I'm just gonna refill the washer fluid. So brake and power. This is the power steering here. So what we're gonna do is get our drain tool, and we're just gonna drain whatever's left in there. Just not a whole lot. And we're gonna get that off, fill it back up. And whenever when you're filling the car up, whenever whatever bottle you're using, whenever it leans back, it means it's full. Just FYI, I'll show you here. So we're filling it, and once it's full, the bottle will kind of go back like that, and that means it's full. That means you're good. It's done. Alright, and then we're just gonna top off the window washer fluid. Now I didn't see it. Fucking. That's weird. Okay. Close the hood. And we should be all done. Check marks. Check mark. Check marks. Then we're gonna go down to finish order. So we had 4,000 to start. You always get 4,000 to start. Let's see how much we made, I guess. So we made about 1,100. A little bit more than 1,100 bucks on that one. So that's nice. I also, now we don't see any yet, but I also bought the Nissan DLC. So I will have a I'll be able to fix up some, Nissan cars. I think there's a GTR, a 370 or a 350. I'm not 100% sure. And I think there's a Fairlady. I think there might be a Silva. I'm not 100% sure. And the toolbox. This is where we can spend our, skill tokens essentially. So we can only do. Yeah, we can only do this one for right now. It's move faster by 2%. What I would love is the screwing speed. That would be the best. However, I only have one. Oh, sorry, no, I have 0 skill points, so I can't even get it yet. And then over here, these are kind of what we can buy. So the tools, the tablet is always a nice one to have. The welding is a good one. Second garage. So, but before we do that, we need to do the expansion. Which I'm not really sure. Ah, yes, this one. Yeah, I think it's this one, so it's 10,000 credits. Obviously, we only have 5,000, but once we get that, then we can start to move up in the world. The tablet's a good one. Kind of like all these multimeters and gauges are pretty nice to have. Welder's a good one. The car wash is a good one. And in future episodes, I'll explain why it's a pretty good one to have. But for now, let's just continue doing what we're doing. And also, when you're doing the kind of story orders, they kind of get like increasingly more difficult. Oh, see, like right here we have a GTR. What it needs is some brake work. We may as well do it. GTR, fun fact, it's my dream car. Let's take that order. And look at that. Look at that. Alright, so ABS pump, caliper, a couple ventilated discs, and brake pad. So let's get that in the shop. And I'm gonna do a little cheating just so we can, maybe go a little faster. Let's highlight these so we know which ones they are when we look at the car at an unmounting perspective. Obviously the ABS pump, that's a pretty easy one to locate. But these are kind of challenging because you have to like look at every corner of the car. Let's highlight those. Let's lift up the car. Let's see what we can get going. So right off the bat, I think I can tell you that it's this disc that we need to replace, but yeah. So that disc, and it looks like this caliper, maybe this pad, probably that pad though. Let's just go by taking out these discs first. Alright, so we got the caliper. Alright, so yeah, obviously this pad is looking pretty nice. So we don't have to replace that one. See up here, every time you take off a part, it'll show you how worn they are, I guess, or how much life they have. So yeah. So let's see here. Brake caliper, 2 of these, and a brake pad, and then ABS pump. Let's go here. Let's go into the main shop. Let's go to this. So we want 2 of these. We want 1 of these. We want 1 caliper. And then to get ABS pump, I'm pretty sure it's in the electronic shop. It was the ABS module, right? I just want to make sure. ABS pump. ABS pump. There we are. Buy part. $950. Sheesh. Alright. Over here, let's take off this tire. Alright. Let's take off this caliper. So obviously that caliper, see how we took, I'll show you here. See this brake pad? So once we take it off, up here in this top left, you're going to see that we took off the brake pad, and then it's 14%. That's how much life it has left, essentially. We'll take it off, see up here how much life it has, and the part. And I'll do the same with the ventilated disc. And yeah, right, let's get these parts back up and going. So we have one of these new ones. Brake pad. I don't think it really matters which one you put back on. Alright, let's put the wheel back on because there's no other work. Alright, that side's good. Let's get to this side. Mount. Put on the new disc. Put on the new brake pad. And get that caliper back on with the cylinder. Get this wheel back on. Alright, there we are. Let's let's lower the car because that ABS pump is in the engine bay. And it's back here. So, yeah, alright, I'll explain this now. So the ABS pump, to be able to get this off, we first have to take off the module. And, yeah, if you go and take it off, it just won't let you, right? So you always have to take off whatever's blocking it first. Bunch of screws. Again, not going to go into that, crisscross applesauce pattern, because it's a video game. Take off the pump, do a part mount, put on the new pump, put on the module back, and again, not going to do a crisscross. And there we go. And I believe that is everything. Yeah. So the only thing that was to be worked on was the brake system. We put on the pump, caliper, 2 ventilated discs, and a brake pad, and finished order. So we started with, I think, 5115. Let's see what we finished with. So we made about 530 bucks. Not terrible. And it was pretty quick as well, so not too shabby. Wait. I don't have my story order. Just get out, go back in. No? Alright. Shall we do another GTR? Other tasks? It's probably just going to be fluids, if I had to take a guess. So it's easy peasy. Let's do it. Looks like the same one. See what it needs. Yeah, fluids. So we are just essentially draining and refilling the brake fluid, coolant fluid, and the power steering fluid. Let's get this in. And you know what, actually? Some things, like this, you can do just outside. So brake fluid, coolant, power steering. Just coolant. That's not what I wanted. Let's get the drain tool. Let's take out the coolant. So coolant, it's pretty much in the name. Cools down your engine. Yeah. We drain that. Let's refill it. Alright, all good. What's the power steering? Yeah, power steering. So once again, drain tool. Remove the fluid that's in there. Let's unmount the cap. And refill it. Alrighty. Once again, drain tool. Drain out the brake fluid. And this game is, pretty realistic, in my opinion at least. I'm not a mechanic, so I'm pretty sure if you're gonna do the, if you're gonna refill the brake fluid. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, but if you're gonna do the brake fluid, I feel like you want to bleed the lines, the brake lines, that is. Alright, here's our story order. I don't really want to read it, so you can read it if you want. I'm not gonna. So let's do this story order. Got a Mini Cooper, or sorry, a Griffin Tyro, but clearly a Mini Cooper. Let's get it going. We'll do this story order and then probably end the episode there. See what it needs. Probably a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated because these parts are not discovered. And yeah, By the looks of it, it's probably more brake stuff. If I had to take a guess, oil change, then other fluids. So let's get this into the bay and up on the hoist. So this is the more complicated, kind of things. You got your ignition coils, camshafts, cam gear, idler roller, some bushings. We got spark plugs and a serpentine belt, basic things probably that Mini Coopers need. So yeah, I'm gonna highlight because I'm not a mechanic, like I've said, and I don't know where some of these things are. Now, are these things I can just oh, okay. 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 So we want one of these, don't we? Maybe not. Serpentine belt looks good. Let's take off this crankshaft pulley. We can take off the timing cover with a whole bunch of screws. And this is why I want that skill token to be able to get faster screwing. And also, a pretty neat feature, when you're taking a part off and you know that you're gonna need to buy one, on keyboard at least, it's X, and you can add it to your shopping list. So when you go into the shop, you can just search for it there, which is pretty neat. Same with the belt tensioner, so I'm gonna press X, and yeah. Let's take that off. Let's take off, I think we need one of these, so let's hit X, put it in our shopping list. Let's take it off. Let's take off the idle here. Okay, I got a little close there. Cam gear, we need one of these. Alrighty. I think we needed one of these ignition coils. So that one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks alright. 39%. So let's press X. Ignition coil. And just more screws. Once again, why I want the skill point for faster screwing. Alright, so let's get one of these camshafts. Press X. I'm gonna take off these caps. There's gonna be 4 of them. Like I was showing before, you see how these are, kind of is highlighted in yellow, so we can't unmount it. So obviously something over here is blocking my way, so let's take off this timing cover. Now let's take off this cam gear. And now, I believe we can take off this camshaft. Alrighty. And then spark plugs. I believe we need 2 of them. It looks like it's that one and that one. Let's take them all out. So 84%. Oops. And 85%. So, yeah, those ones are clearly good. Let's get out. Let's just make sure. So yeah, 2 spark plugs, serpentine belt A, belt tensioner, cam gear, camshaft, idler, roller, and an ignition coil. So that's all good. Let's go to the computer, and now press tab, or you can use your mouse. Click open shopping list, and everything you got here, or everything you need, and you pressed X on, is right here. So let's get the ignition coil, and then you can press X, and it puts it away. You need 2 spark plugs, and then I believe that's everything in the electronics shop, and the rest should be just in here. So shopping list, belt tensioner. I don't know why I clicked it twice, but I don't think I need 1. Let's just get 1. Whoops. Shopping list, get that out. Serpentine belt A, buy. Get that out. Cam gear, buy part. Bye, camshaft, got it. Buy part. Bye. So yeah, we got everything that we need for this engine portion. So if we go to part mount, you'll see it's like kind of grayed out with the things that we need. So let's start off just by putting the spark plugs in. And again, I believe it doesn't matter in what order you do it in, by how the ones you took out. Let's get those out. Let's put the camshaft, the new one, in. You can put the caps back on. Nice. A little close there. Just mount up cam gear. The cover. Nice. Let's get over here. Just put the new cam gear on here with a long screw. Let's go down here and get the idler, roller, the belt tensioner, the new one. And all right. We did not buy one of these. So let's add to shopping list. And see, once we get the tablet, we can hit the tablet and we can go straight to the shop, and we don't have to keep going back and forth to the computer. Shopping list. Let's get one of these. Buy. Let's get back over here. The roller, the one we just bought. There we are. And yeah, that's all good here. They're on that side. So yeah, there's no grayed out things here. But I'm up top here. Let's get the cover back on. Now we can go with the ignition coils. All right. Now if we go into the status of the car, ignition coil is still X'd out. Not entirely, as well as the idler roller. So the tensioner is good, cam gear, camshaft. These two, I'm a little confused here. And these are good. These are kind of confusing me. Maybe it doesn't matter. So let's put the worst one back there, I guess. Whoops. Let's put the new one in. For now. Ignition coil check marked. Interesting. Alrighty. Now I have to go back into here. Oh, we gotta take all this off again. I think I know what happened here. Alright, well I think it maybe does matter where you put each one. So let's put the newer one here. The new one here. Let's just make sure. Yeah, and okay. So yeah, I guess it does matter where you put the newer ones. My apologies. Alright. So that should be that. Yeah. And yeah, so check marks all around. Parts are still not discovered here. So yeah, brake pads. Alright. So just to make it easier and faster, I'm just going to highlight them so I know which ones they are. It looks like they're both in the back there. But those parts that aren't discovered, I think it might be this disc. Like one of them at least. But let's just lift the car up. Caliper next. Brake pad off. Nice. Let's go to this side. Brake pad next. Let's go to the computer. brakes, couple pads, buy, part mount, new pad, get the caliper on, and we may as well just put the wheel back on there. Brake pad, new one, caliper, and let's get the wheel back on. Here we are. And now, remember how we have, alright, so we have the brake pads, nice. The part's not discovered, so let's just see here. And the rest is an oil filter and rubber bushings. So remember these parts not discovered. Let's take off this wheel. And I can almost guarantee the parts that are not discovered are right here. Not the caliper. So I think it's going to be 2 more pads and 2 more of these discs. Let's go to the other side here. Yeah, 100%. Now, if we go to the status of the car, yeah, you see here, brake disc ventilated and 2 more pads. Then we have no more parts not discovered. So, nice. 2 more brake pads. So, 2 of these. And 2 of these. Buy those. And, oops. Mount these back up. Nice. Let's go to the other side. Mount up the disc here, then we get the pads, get the caliper, and then we can mount up the wheel. Alright, let's look to see. Nice, we have all these done. Now we just need 4 bushings and an inline 4 oil filter. Let's see. Bush. I think it was just the rubber bushings. They're cheap anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Buy oil filter. That was inline 4, so let's get the oil 4. Buy. And essentially now we just have to find the bushings, which I think should be on right here. Rubber bushing here. Alright, so the same on the other side as well. Yeah, it was right with the rubber bushings, not the small ones. Just go over here. the other two should be right here. And then same on the other side. Oh, unless it's this. Nope, it is this. Let's go to the other side. Yep. Rubber bushing. There we are. So if we look now, rubber bushing's all good. I just need the oil filter to do the oil change. So let's drain it first. Looks pretty good. Let's get rid of that. Let's put the new one on. Now we are done under the car. Nice. So let's fill the oil back up. Alright, all good there. Now what were the other? So oil filter, all good. This page, all good. Change the oil, all good. Now we just need to drain the brake fluid, coolant fluid, and power steering fluid, and then refill them. Nice. Power steering. Let's see if we can get the... Oh no. Not the coolant. Let's get the drain. Drain that. Unmount the cap. Fill this back up. All done there. Let's take out this cap. Fill that back up. All good. Let's do the same with the brake fluid. And we're all good there. Now I believe it was just to fill the washer fluid. All good there. I think we might be done. So yeah, we're all good on this page, all good on this page, all good on this page. So I believe we started with about the same credits. Let's see. Or sorry, no, we started with about 5,500, 5,600, I want to say. Let's see how much we finished with. Nice, so it looks like we made a few $100 at least. And we're almost level 3. So we don't have the next story order. So I think, let's see, can we buy anything? Car wash, required expansions, none, so we can buy it. Test path, don't need that, we can't buy it anyway. No, no, no. This is a paint shop, alright. This could be nifty to have. I don't think I will though. Tablet, you know what? Let's buy that. There we go, we got the tablet. So now every time that we're in a car, we can go straight to the tablet and we can go right to our shop. So now we don't have to go back and forth to the computer. Lovely. We don't really need to buy any of this yet. I kind of want to save the money. Yeah, I kind of want to save the money for when we can go to the junkyards. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. So next time, we can probably just continue with the story order, try and get our XP up. Yeah, you see how if we do this car here, we'll get a bonus 25 XP increase. So that would be nice. And you know what? Actually, let's do that now, just so we have it. And we're just kind of refilling the fluids, so easy peasy. Brake, coolant, and power fluid. So we're all good there. Let's get the brake fluid going. There, and now the coolant. And we are all good there. I believe, yeah, we're all done. See, that was like a good minute. Alright, finish order. Alright, we barely got anything. Alright, so yeah, I think that's a good place to finish off at. We leveled up once, almost twice. We're only a few XP away from level 3. We made about $2,300. We started at 4,000, we're at 6,300. So that's great. Next episode, we'll continue on fixing up cars. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, wherever you may be, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.